All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Hukah Kadash. Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, and the teaching the truth of the four corner earth and true and sincerity, man. This the brother Monakia, and I got, and this the conference, the MS Chicago camp, and we coming back with another lesson. Hopefully it be edified, and we wake up Yasharallah, man. Because that's the whole point of prophecies, man, to wake up Yasharallah, man, so that we can rise up as a nation and rule the world, man. Because when you get second address, the earth was given to who? The Israelites, man. But when you check in this world, we on the bottom, man. And let's prove that. Go to the curses. Well, I think they Deuteronomy 28 and 44, 45. Because the Israelites is over here is enslaved, man. We on the bottom. We on the bottom of the totem pole, man. Everything that we have to get, we gotta go to the so-called white man. And with the Lord created the world for us. But it was a punishment because of what we went through. I mean, what we did to the Heavenly Father, man. We transgressed. So he's punishing us.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28 is verse 37. It says, I'm going to start at verse 36. It says, And Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set up over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
And that's what we do in America right now, man. We over here, and it's because the northern kingdom was on this side of the earth, but the southern kingdom came over here and do what? The Atlantic trade slave, man. So they enslaved us over here because they took down Gad, Reuben, and they put us in slave, man. The Negroes, the Benjamites, the Levi, man. And over here, what they do, they serve everything. You could be, some people even sell atheists, man. And when you read in the book of Psalms, it say that a fool, other than his heart sin, it said that he is no power. We over here serving everything but the Heavenly Father, man. Muslims. And people don't even know where that really come from, or where it go. What the culture of it, man. People don't look up things, they just worship, man. And then on top of that, people worship themselves. They worship LeBron James. They worship everything but Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. So this fulfillment of the scripture. Keep on.
It says, and thou, verse 37, and thou shalt become a astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little, for the locust shall consume it.
Right, and we do. Hey, don't we bring in, and it's physically and mentally, man? Because hey, guess what? We our seed is taken into this world, is born into debt, and on top of that, Salakia, brother. Man, I need some water. Speak real quick, Salakia.
Yeah, man. Like the brother was saying, here it is. Hey, the scripture, the wisdom of the Lord is manifold. Yeah, it's talking about having kids in this present evil world. Hey, and you're not going to be able to enjoy them, man.
That's right.
Okay, but why? Because they're given over to Esau Edom's pit system. His democracy is lies. Okay, because Joel tells you who the locust is.
That's right.
Okay, because it's parable. Not only that, also, hey, the scripture said Haggai, man.
Yup, that's what I was going to go into.
I'm going to grab it real quick for you.
That's right.
There's also talk about your money, man, your works. This is Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sold much and bring in little. Yeah, ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is no warmth. And he that earneth wages to put him into a bag with holes. And that's what the curse going into, going back into Deuteronomy 28, verse 30, Deuteronomy 28, verse 38. It says, thou shalt carry much seed out into the field. So you're going to put in the work, man. You're going to slave, you're going to do all them things. But what it says, it shall gather but little, and for the locust shall consume it.
Keep going.
It says, thou shalt...
Actually, jump down to 44.
It says, this Deuteronomy jumping down to verse 41, it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
And that's, who was that? We're talking about Esau Edom, man. Because Esau Edom was a base. He's a child. He's not fit to rule. But guess what? The Lord put this man in power, man. That was part of his blessing, man. And when you read Revelation, it say what? The red dragon was come to take peace from the earth. So it was the blessing that Isaac blessed Esau in Genesis, man. He was the sword. He came down wroth. Keep going.
It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
That's right. And that's how you can prove who ruled the world. Go back to Job 9 and 24. Hey, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. Hey, we go to this so-called white man for everything, man.
He own the banks. He own the government fundings. He own the Congress, political parties. He own the countries, the states. He own the Senate. Hey, he control all these things through what? Through money and greed. Because, like the brother said, according to scriptures, that was his blessing. Temporary rulership and his sword. It says, I'm going to go to the scripture real quick. This Joel chapter 1, verse 4. It says, verse 4, that which the palmer worm have left hath the locust eaten, and that which the locust have left hath the cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm have left hath the caterpillars eaten. And that's going. What is that talking about? It says, verse 5, awake ye drunkards and weep and howl, all ye drinkers of wine, because of the new wine, for it is cut off from your youth. For a nation is come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of lion, and he hath the cheek teeth of a great lion. Let's talk about these nations, man. We suffer the curses. These nations is above us. And Esau Edom is the head of the nations. And the Lord likened unto them to palmer worms, cankerworms, caterpillars. Going back into the curses, man. These locusts gonna eat up your substance, man. Everything you work for. You know? Any family you try to have in this present evil world, hey, they're gonna be consumed in it. The women are gonna be consumed in the freedom, the benefits. The kids are gonna be consumed in the freedom and the wickedness. And there goes the Israelite family broken up. Why? Because of the curses. Because of who ruling.
That's right. This Lamentations 2 and 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, this is the city that man called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth. Because, hey, we fail as a nation, man. So they laughed at us when we fail, man. When we go into these gods and these philosophies, man. They said this is the city that was ruling. Hey, cause you know why? When you jump to the next chapter, actually, Lamentation 4 and 1, it say, how was the gold become dim? We was the gold, man. We was the precious jewels of the Yahweh Shem Abishai. Hey, you can get that in Malachi, man, the 7th chapter. But look, we became dim because the Lord took that glory away from us. It say, how is the most fine gold changed? Because we is put into these conditions, man. These curses, man. They say, the stones of the sanctuary are pulled out on the top of every street, man. So go back into this Lamentations 2 and 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gas their teeth. They said, we have swallowed her up. Concerning this is the day that we look for. We have found it and have seen it, man. So all these other nations look for this day. They was happy that we fail as a nation.
Yeah.
They was happy that they came upon us and ruling over us, man. But the whole message is telling Yasharallah to wake up, man. That we rising as a nation. The Lord is sudden, have woken up the dry bones and put the two sticks back together, man. And that's why you see the confusion of faces on YouTube land. A so-called Edomite, so-called a light-skinned brother, but he's an Israelite, man. Because you got to go back off the blood. You don't go off the outward appearance, man. And that's how you can prove that he's our brother, just like Paul, man. He was a Roman citizen, but guess what? His bloodline came back to Benjamin, an Israelite, man.
That's right. Back in Deuteronomy 28, verse 44, it says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed."
Until I'll be destroyed. And we are being destroyed daily, man.
Sure.
Look what this so-called white man do. He pollute the air. The food is terrible.
The minds of our people, man. Hey, but the Lord set it up that way, because he truly give you the desires of your heart. If you want life and peace, okay, he take you through some things, but he bring you to the truth at the end of it, man. So he can have mercy. If you want death, if you want to be rebellious and prideful, he give you over to your ruin, man. Whether you enjoy it or not, hey, it's still going to be for your ruin. Because why? Because you don't want righteous to reign. Hey, that's why we reading the curses. That's why we started with the book of Deuteronomy. Because all these curses came upon us because we rejected the Lord. We thought there was a better way. Okay, and even today, knowing that we have the mercy and the repentance and doors of mercy open, 2/3 still want to be rebellious. They still want to hold on to this place. They still want to hold on to the oppressors. They still want to lend from him that is, they still want to borrow from him that is lended.
Right.
They don't want to get out of this present condition, man. The only way we're going to get these curses lifted off us and enjoy life is by serving the Lord, doing these work, man, and waiting.
And what's so crazy, hey, the government just reopened, right? Mm-hmm. And they said that they was trying to get the IRS running, man, so that people can get their taxes. But guess what? The damage already been done. A lot of them workers is not responding, man. So now they got to rehire, and they said that it's going to take damn near 12 to 18 months. I'm gonna post an article in the description box proving that it's gonna take 12 to 18 months to get what they lost. Mail's been bagged up, and that's what you. And guess what? It was in that article. It also said that some workers, like 5,000 workers, was happy to go back to work for this so-called Esau, man, instead of trusting in the Lord, man. And that's how our people do, man, because they trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Let's get that.
I'm going to read this. It says, verse 46, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder." Salakia. I'm reading up. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy God." Okay, no other nation. That's why we getting jacked up according to Amos 3 and according to Psalms 147. And Most High ain't dealing with no other nation but the Israelites. It says, "To keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." So wherever the Israelites at, as long as their bloodline go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they're gonna suffer these curses. They're gonna feel the effects of these curses, man. And if they not, that's because they sold out. Okay, and they under a strong delusion.
It don't matter, even if you sell out.
Yep.
Them curses still upon them.
Yep.
Hey, these rappers, why you think they get locked up? Why you think they do lean? Why you think they go broke? Hey, because as a nation, regardless of the fact if you, as long as we in this hellhole in America, hey, these curses gonna be upon us, man. Hey, niggas, so-called niggas make it, so-called get businesses. Why you think they business shut down, man? Why you think these rappers get put on child support? Because regardless of fact, as long as we in here in America, these curses are falling upon us. But they falling off us is going to the heathen, man. Because now they struggling. Now they know how I feel to be homeless or get on child support, man. Because the Lord sanctioned these things. This is Isaiah 30:1. It say, woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, but take that cover with a covering, but not of the spirit, that they might add sin to sin. They walk and go down to Egypt, and have not access my mouth, to strengthen themselves and the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. And that's what it is, man. These people don't even ask for the Lord, man. Now, the government back open. They just so happy to get back to work. But they ain't go seek the Lord. They ain't ask the Lord, what's going on? Can you feed me? But it's cool, because in that day, when the government, because it was just temporary. Now, what happens when the government shut down in 3 more weeks? What you gonna say? But the man, the Lord told you these things, man. And pretty soon, you ain't nothing you gonna be able to say or do. Because, hey, you're gonna wish you called upon the Lord when he was near. Scripture say, seek the Lord while he might be found, man. If you got something, brother.
It's Malachi 2:1. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. Israel is a nation of priests, man, according to 1 Peter, I believe. It says, and if ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name. So if you despising the Lord's law, statute, commandments, heritage, what are you going to do? It says, saith Yahweh of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. We just read our blessings being cursed in Deuteronomy. Because when you read Deuteronomy 28-15, them all the blessings. If we disobeyed, 15 all the way down to 68 was the curse. And the last one, like the brother mentioned, the transatlantic slave trade, how the Negroes, okay, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, so-called, that was the bad words placed upon them, they came over here. And before the transatlantic, you had what? The northern kingdom, Reuben, Gad, Ephraim, okay, Issachar, the northern kingdom brothers that went in slave ships before us when you read the book of 2nd Ezra. So the words of the Lord is very true and reliable, man. It says, I have cursed them already because ye do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feasts, and one shall take you away with it. And verse 1 was verse 2 was the point, man. And the Lord cursed us because we was disobedient.
That's right. This Baruch 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandment of Yahweh, and the law that endure forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such that leave it shall die, man. So if you don't keep these laws, statutes, commandments, which we didn't, hey, the brother said that it shall destroy us. It shall destroy us, man. So we have to follow the law, statutes, commandments, man. Hey, let's get this. I'll get this real quick. This Proverbs 13 and verse 13. Whoso despise the word shall be destroyed, but he that fear the commandments shall be rewarded, man. And that's plain. So if we don't come back into the Heavenly Father, into the law, the Lord is not going to put us on high. He's not going to take these curses upon us. But that's what you're starting to see. The man of the Lord teach these things so we can come back together so we can keep the law. So we can be on high, man. So, if you got something else, brother. You got nothing? So, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, we hope this lesson was edified, man. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Wakaka.